Did you know the Amish preserve their fruits without the crazy amounts of sugar or chemicals we often add? While most of us grab the store-bought cans filled with preservatives, the Amish stick to 100% natural methods, keeping their fruits fresh and full of flavor all year round. Want to know how they do it? Traditional techniques. The Amish preserve fruits without chemicals and sugars by employing traditional methods. In areas like Lancaster County, Pennsylvania, and Holmes County, Ohio, Amish families are known to preserve a variety of fruits such as apples, peaches, and berries, using techniques like canning and dehydration. They carefully select, clean, and pack fruits into jars, which are then processed in boiling water baths to create a vacuum seal. They also dehydrate fruits, like apples in Pennsylvania and strawberries in Wisconsin, using sun-drying or low-temperature ovens to preserve their natural flavor and nutrients. Canning. In Pennsylvania, the Amish are particularly skilled at preserving apples, which are abundant in the region. They use traditional canning methods to create delicious apple sauces and butter that are enjoyed throughout the year. Similarly, in Ohio, the Amish preserve peaches and berries, which are then used in a variety of desserts and baked goods. You can also use these steps to preserve your favorite fruits. First, fresh fruits are selected and prepared according to the recipe. They often choose fruits that are in season and at their peak flavor, such as peaches, pears, and apples. The fruits are washed, peeled, and chopped as needed, and then packed into clean, sterilized glass mason jars. Next, a lid and band are placed on the jar, and it is submerged in boiling water for a specified period, typically 10 to 30 minutes, depending on the fruit and altitude. This process kills harmful bacteria and creates a vacuum seal as the jar cools, ensuring the fruit remains fresh for months. They use a water bath canner, a large pot designed specifically for canning, to process high-acid foods like fruits and pickles. Freezing. They use freezing as an effective method to preserve fruits, allowing them to enjoy their favorite fruits year-round without sacrificing flavor or nutrition. Freezing helps retain up to 90% of the fruit's nutrients, making it a healthy and sustainable way to enjoy seasonal produce. To freeze fruits, they typically start by selecting fresh, ripe produce, which is then washed, peeled, and chopped according to the desired recipe. For example, strawberries are often hulled and sliced, while peaches are peeled and diced. The prepared fruits are often blanched in boiling water or steamed for 30 seconds to 10 minutes, depending on the fruit, to inactivate enzymes that can cause spoilage and preserve color and texture. After blanching, the fruits are rapidly cooled in an ice bath to stop the cooking process and prevent the growth of bacteria. Once cooled, the fruits are packaged in airtight containers or freezer bags, making sure to remove as much air as possible to prevent freezer burn. They use glass jars or containers with tight-fitting lids, which are perfect for storing frozen fruits. In addition to traditional freezing methods, many families also use modern freezers to preserve their fruits. Frozen fruits are a staple in many Amish households and are often used in a variety of dishes. They are a popular ingredient in baked goods such as pies, muffins, and cakes. Frozen fruits are also used to make delicious smoothies and juices, adding a burst of flavor and nutrition. Furthermore, they are used to make jams and preserves, which are a favorite among them. Frozen fruits can also be added to oatmeal or yogurt, providing a healthy and delicious breakfast option. They use frozen fruits in a variety of ways, including making pies and cobblers with frozen berries and peaches. They also use frozen fruits to make smoothies and juices, and add them to baked goods, such as muffins and cakes. Dehydrating methods. In Wisconsin, the Amish are known for their expertise in preserving strawberries, which are grown in abundance in the state's fertile soil. They use dehydration techniques to dry the strawberries, which are then used in teas, baked goods, and other recipes. The dehydrating process typically involves slicing or chopping fruits into thin pieces, which are then placed on trays or racks to dry. The fruits are dried slowly over several hours or days, depending on the method and ambient conditions. They use simple, low-tech methods to dehydrate fruits, such as air drying or using solar dehydrators. Fruits like apricots, peaches, and apples are popular choices for dehydrating. According to estimates, the Amish preserve over 100,000 pounds of fruits through dehydration each year. The Amish often dehydrate fruits in large quantities, which are then stored in airtight containers or bags to maintain their freshness. The benefits of dehydrating fruits are numerous. Dehydrating helps to retain up to 90% of the fruit's nutrients, making it a healthy and sustainable way to enjoy seasonal produce. Additionally, dehydrated fruits are lightweight and easy to store, making them perfect for backpacking trips or emergency food supplies. They are a popular ingredient in baked goods such as muffins and cakes. Dehydrated fruits are also used to make healthy snacks, like trail mix, and are added to savory dishes for a burst of flavor. Pickling. Fruits like peaches, pears, and watermelon rind are popular choices for pickling, and the resulting pickled fruits can be enjoyed as a side dish, used in recipes, or served as a topping for salads or sandwiches. To pickle fruits the Amish way, start by preparing the fruit and creating the brine solution. Slice or chop the fruit into desired pieces and pack them into clean glass jars. Next, prepare the brine solution by combining water, salt, and any desired spices or sweeteners in a saucepan. Bring the brine to a boil, then pour it over the fruit, leaving a small amount of headspace. Seal the jars and let them cool, then store them in the refrigerator. The pickled fruits will be ready to eat in a few hours or days, depending on the recipe and the desired level of sourness. Fermenting. Fermenting is another traditional method for preserving fruits, where fruits are allowed to break down naturally by microorganisms, creating lactic acid and preserving the fruit. They often ferment fruits like berries, cherries, and plums to create tangy and nutritious preserves. Fermented fruits can be enjoyed as a topping for yogurt or oatmeal, used in baked goods, or served as a side dish. To ferment fruits the Amish way, start by preparing the fruit and creating a brine solution. Mash or chop the fruit, then mix it with a small amount of salt and water to create a brine. Pack the fruit mixture into a clean glass jar or crock and let it sit at room temperature, allowing the natural bacteria to ferment the fruit. Over time, the fermentation process will create a tangy and sour flavor, and the fruit will be preserved for several months. Monitor the fermentation process and store the fermented fruit in the refrigerator to slow down the fermentation process. Natural sweeteners and preservatives. They prefer natural sweeteners over refined sugars, and one of their favorites is honey. Harvested from bees, honey is a sweetener that not only adds flavor, but also has antimicrobial properties. They often use honey to sweeten their preserves, baked goods, and beverages. Other natural sweeteners like maple syrup, molasses, and fruit's natural sweetness are also commonly used. Using natural sweeteners allows them to avoid refined sugars, making their preserves and baked goods a healthier choice. Sweeteners like honey and maple syrup also lend a unique flavor profile to Amish treats. For example, honey adds a rich, caramel-like depth to preserves, while maple syrup brings a distinct earthy sweetness. Relying on these natural alternatives, they create delicious, wholesome food options free from artificial additives and preservatives. Modern fruit preservation, a reliance on chemicals. The modern fruit preservation industry relies heavily on artificial sweeteners, preservatives, and other chemicals to extend shelf life and enhance appearance. However, this approach has several drawbacks. The use of added sugars and preservatives can alter the natural flavor and texture of fruits, making them less appealing. Furthermore, consuming high amounts of added sugars and artificial preservatives has been linked to various health issues, including obesity, diabetes, and digestive problems. According to the World Health Organization, WHO, the global consumption of added sugars has increased significantly over the years, contributing to a rise in diet-related health issues. In the United States alone, it is estimated that over 100 million people suffer from diet-related health issues, with added sugars and preservatives playing a significant role. The excessive use of sweeteners and preservatives in modern fruit products can also lead to an imbalance in our diets, contributing to health issues like tooth decay, digestive problems, and even chronic diseases. The reliance on preservatives can also impact the nutritional value of fruits. Processing and preservation methods can lead to a loss of essential vitamins, minerals, and antioxidants, reducing the overall health benefits of consuming fruits. A study published in the Journal of Agricultural and Food Chemistry found that the processing and preservation of fruits with chemicals can lead to a significant loss of antioxidants, with some fruits losing up to 50% of their antioxidant content. The consequences of modern fruit preservation are staggering. It is estimated that over 40% of fruits produced globally are lost or wasted due to improper handling, storage, and preservation. In the United States, it is estimated that over 30% of fruits and vegetables are wasted, with a significant portion of this waste attributed to improper preservation methods. This translates to over 133 billion pounds of fruits and vegetables wasted each year. In contrast, the Amish approach to fruit preservation prioritizes natural methods such as canning, freezing, and dehydrating. According to estimates, the Amish preserve over 1 million pounds of fruits each year using traditional methods, with a significant portion of this being consumed by their communities. In conclusion, the Amish methods of preserving fruits offer a valuable alternative to modern preservation techniques that often rely on artificial additives and preservatives. So why not give it a try? Start preserving your fruits today and experience the joy of enjoying healthy, delicious food all year round.